Alright, boys and girls of YouTube, this is an update. It's about a month and a half after I had gotten the other video done. I was hoping to actually do it all in one shot. Give you an update from start to finish in all one video, but definitely did not turn out that way, which is fine. So right now, an update. Last left you guys, I still had to put the motor top dead center, which it is. The blower actually is unbolted. I just have to lift it up and off. Once I do that, I'll pull the distributor. Got a couple things bolted to the back of the block that will hinder me from pulling the manifold off. I'll disconnect that real quick. Get the manifold off, clean up all the gasket material, then slap her back together. So that's a quick update. Once I get the blower manifold off, I'll probably update you guys again. Alright, one more step, blower's off. And if you look in the back, you'll see the coil bracket. That's the bracket I was talking about. That's kind of in the way of pulling the manifold. Alright, stay tuned for more progress. Well, it looks like I might have hopefully found my oil leak. See a little bit of dripping downward. The manifold's upside down. And there shouldn't be any oil back there at all. It should be pretty clean when you take the manifold off. So, two things here. One, don't use these darn caulk gaskets. They're terrible. I knew it. It's just, was out of the black RTV when I put this down. That's what I usually use. And I knew it was going to come back and bite me. So, like I said, don't use these. And two, make sure that you always have a good gasket, because it looks like I use the gaskets that also came with this, and I usually love Fel-Pro. Again, I didn't have them handy when I put this manifold back on, so I used the gaskets that came with this manifold. And this is the back of the manifold. So I'm going to show you the front. Now, a while back I had done a review of this thing. Oh, my shadowing is going to kill this thing. But back here, let me take that off. Yep, I really can't. But we can get around there. See, this is the water port. It almost looks like the size of an intake port. And the gasket barely rests right here. So when I put this manifold on, I have to... And the reason why I ran out of the black RTV is because I had to use it around the ports on both sides, because it's really thin here. So there's not a lot of gasket material that actually mates up against the manifold. So the first time I put this manifold on, I was filling it up with water. The darn thing leaked like a son of a gun. I'm filling up the radiator, and I'm like, kept filling. Lo and behold, it was leaking from back there. And I was filling up my oil pan with water. I didn't realize, I kind of like stopped filling up. It's like, well, there's got to be a problem. And sure enough, with the dipstick, water. So I had to take the whole thing off. That was back in 2017, I believe. Trying to make Drag Week again, and sure enough, I got everything going. Made it there. But as in past videos, if you go back, if you want to take the time, you'll see a link to I don't know if it's I think it was Drag Week site that shows you during the past where The transmission let go. Rev this thing to like 10 grand. Tack only goes up to 9. I know it hit 9, so it went past that. Had to have. And sure enough, blew a head gasket. So that was done for that year. But anyway, hopefully I'll get this thing back together. You'll see it running hopefully 1,000 times better. Till then.